I want to. That's the motivation. And they want to because they've heard it. Now, for very tiny, tiny little children, loving their mommy and daddy is possibly even a greater motivation for them. But as soon as the child is old enough to be responding to music sort of independently, if they don't like it, they ain't gonna do it. That's the pure and simple fact of it, and they can be as little as 3 or 4 years old. And they don't necessarily cross their arms. They don't necessarily say, I don't want to. What is it they say?
I can't.
You got it. That's exactly right, Beth. I can't. And the unspoken phrase that goes along with that is, and you can't make me. So we don't want them to get to that stage. We want them to be at, I want to. And before they can really continue on with this motivation, they want to do it, and they need to have the confidence that they can do it. Because if they think it's going to be too overwhelmingly difficult for them, or you tell them they've done something wrong, they immediately lose their confidence. So they need to have that sense of feeling, I can do this. So they hear the music, they say, I want to do this. Then they try to do it, which involves the eye, either looking at the keyboard or the reading, depending on where they are with it. And they build the confidence that, yes, I can do it. And then, having gone that far, they need to have some proof that they are competent to do it. That, yes, they can do it, and they did do it, and that was the result, that when they made those things happen, they got to create that beautiful piece that they loved. So that's the hand. They tried it, competence, I did it, and that immediately takes them to self-esteem. I can do it. And what we like even better is when they say, and I did it all by myself. We love that. We just adore it when they feel like that. So that they feel the rewards of their efforts, and that those rewards enhance their feelings of their positive perceptions of themselves. I was talking yesterday about developing confidence in the children. And when they are able to have that self-sufficiency, that is when their self-esteem really skyrockets. But that's not an excuse to push them to accomplish things so that they can say, I have done that. It has to be their putting that together for themselves, that I can do this, I want to do it, I did it, and therefore I can grow more. Because we want them to feel like winners all the time. That they have the confidence to say, when they are successful, I knew I could do it. Not in some cases where you have children who have damaged self-esteem who say, oh well, I just got lucky that time. We want them to know it's because they can do this, and that they can handle anything that life puts in front of them because they are capable people. They need the competence, the evidence of competence, to realize that they have the capability to meet what life has for them. Now, so there's a complete cycle. And the cycles go through many, many rounds and iterations. It's not a static thing that you do it once and that's the end of it. One cycle revolves to lead to the next higher level, and you go through the next higher level and to a more difficult level, or a more challenging level. We don't believe that there's anything hard or easy. Some things just take longer than others. We try very hard to expunge the words hard or easy from our vocabulary and just let it be what it is, and the children will tackle it and learn to break it down into step-by-step procedure, so that this may be a more complex piece, but it's not that it's harder. So the cycles are that the functional is that they're hearing the recording first, and it's very important. I hope you will all embrace the idea of using the recordings. One of the things that's so wonderful about the Alfred system now, and I think most of the publishers are doing this, you buy the score and the CD is enclosed with each score. So there's no such thing as the mother's saying, well, I couldn't get to the store, so I didn't get the recording yet. And then it just drags on and on. They never have it. As soon as they've got the score, they also have the recording, which cuts down a lot of stress for the teacher as well. So the functional is that first you hear the recording, then see the demonstrations, later read the notes, and then play. You must understand and think. And the emotional cycle is that you have the motivation that you first need to want to learn, the confidence that it's possible to try, competence that you have the evidence and the of ability, and then the self-esteem, you feel the reward. So that, in essence, is the music learning cycle. And we try our very best to put it into action in each lesson. And we are all human beings, and it doesn't always come out as perfectly as we would like it to. And so it gives you an opportunity at the next lesson to try and do it better. But we all have our standards and judgments and expectations for ourselves. And what Carole and I really believe in is that we do not want you to be hard on yourselves. We're hard enough on ourselves for all of you. So to relax and enjoy your teaching, not trying to prove anything to anybody. You don't need to prove a thing. This system that we are offering you is not a method per se, but you can use it as a method if you choose to. It is a way of being, really, an approach to teaching that is nurturing, loving, and effective. And what we offer you, as much as anything, is a bunch of strategies, what we like to call our bag of tricks, so that you have strategies both for dealing with human beings and dealing with technical challenges and musical challenges, so that whatever you require, you can figuratively reach into your bag of tricks, all contained here in this manual, because we've written down absolutely everything we could possibly think of to help you, and there will be a strategy that will be just what you need at that moment.